As a kid, Hakka noodles and fried rice is all we knew about Indo Chinese cuisine, isn't it? Let's today do one of those quintessential specialties from the same cuisine. Hey guys, this is Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar. Welcome to Rajshri Food. Let's start making Hakka noodles. I'll break this recipe into 3 components. The first one is getting the noodles boiled and correct. So first things first, let's heat some water. It's imperative to salt the water correctly because eventually it's starch. The water should start tasting like salted water straight out of the sea. So we'll give it a stir and check the saltness in the water. Well, the water is perfectly salted. While that's boiling, let's start prepping the vegetables, which is component number 2. Let's start cutting the cabbage. In this case, I've started with red cabbage and this is completely optional. Let's move on to green cabbage. And I'll continue cutting this into long shreds or juliennes. The cabbage is cut and ready. Let's now move on to cutting the carrots. Well, this is peeled and ready. All we need to do is cut this into juliennes. Well, if you have a food processor, you could easily cut this into that. Or if you want to watch a detailed video on cutting juliennes and different vegetables, the link to that is there in the description box below. Next, moving on to green capsicum, and alternately you could also use the different colors at hand. I'll cut this into thin slices. While I'm cutting the capsicum, the water has also come to a roll boil, and this is the perfect time to add in the noodles. Well, at this stage you need to insert a fork and just jiggle it to separate it so that they don't stick and clog together. Well, these are raw noodles. You can also lay your hands on fresh noodles if you can, nothing like it. It's been 6 to 7 minutes and the noodles are perfectly boiled and ready. I'm going to strain this. Give it a toss. Once this is done, I'll splash some vegetable oil so that these don't stick to each other. A quick toss, and they can be set aside at room temperature. And while the noodles are resting, let's start sauteing the vegetables for Hakka noodles. I'll add in some vegetable oil in a pan and allow it to smoke. While that's happening, let's slice some garlic. The garlic is sliced and the oil is smoking as well. I'll throw in the sliced garlic. Well, you could also add in some ginger, but I personally love the flavor of garlic. The garlic is fried golden brown. I'll add in the cabbage. In this case, the red as well as green cabbage. A quick toss. And after that, add in the carrots and capsicum as well. We'll toss this for another few seconds. And make sure the flame is constantly on high. Well, if you notice, the quantity of vegetables is higher than that of the noodles, and that's exactly how Hakka noodles are made. Well, it's time to season the vegetables. Let's add in some salt along with soya sauce. Well, I'm using dark soya. You can also use light soya. Some vinegar along with crushed black pepper. To spike this up with some chili, I'll add in some chili sauce. Well, you could use any chili sauce. A quick toss, and I'll be adding in the boiled noodles. And along with this, some bean sprouts. Toss this well and make sure it's mixed nicely. And finally, let's top this up with some spring onions and sesame oil. A quick toss and the noodles are ready to go on the dinner table. Finally, top this up with some nice toasted white sesame seeds. Your Hakka noodles are done and ready. Do try this with a steaming hot bowl of Manchurian and wait for what next the Bombay Chef gets into your kitchen.